Hey there, so I'm getting ready to do one of my annual fall tasks that is a yearly thing, quite honestly, in order to get the whole home humidifier up and running each year. And usually the problem is the solenoid has got calcium buildup on it, and so it doesn't want to work. This is the time of the year when you want to kind of switch the humidifier on. It's good for your natural health to have a little bit of humidity in the air. It's good for the wood in your homes. And let me kind of take you around and show you how to do this relatively easy instead of paying someone a couple $100s to come and do this. I'm going to see if I can switch the camera here. So I'm down in our utility room. Here's a whole humidifier. There's the control. The other things that you want to identify are where is the water source so that you can use that shutoff before you start taking the solenoid apart. And so we'll come over and do this. So I've already taken the solenoid off, but I'll show you exactly how this is done. So this is the solenoid, and it hangs right about here with two screws, and then you've got a water line, the in line, which is this one here, and then you've got the line that goes to the top of the humidifier. So the first thing before you take this apart and have water flying and running everywhere, there's two things you want to do. One is go to your controller and turn it to off, because that will then shut the power off that's controlling the solenoid. Next thing you want to do is shut off your water line. That way you don't end up with water all over the floor. You'll get a little bit of drips, but not too bad. So where the solenoid is at, disconnect the two power lines. And it really doesn't matter how you put them back together, because it's just a kind of a binary system. You'll disconnect your two water lines, undo the screws, and take this off. You'll end up with a little bit of water on the floor, but it's nothing big. So now water's all off. At your solenoid, it has a single bolt on one end. Take that off. Take your solenoid apart. Remember how it goes together. And this piece right here is what you want to soak in CLR, calcium lime and rust remover. So you soak this in CLR overnight and then put it back together in the same fashion that it was initially put together. Put the bolt back on. You put everything back in place. Connect your water lines first, then connect your two power lines. You'll probably want to go ahead and change out your filter at this point in time. What I do is I keep a sheet by my furnace. That way I can remember exactly the model of the filter. The last step before putting it all back together, flip your vent so that air is actually coming through here. And then once you get it all back together, you can leave the cap off of it. Make sure that you're starting to get some water running and kind of dripping through the honeycomb. And then you've got your system running. In order for it to get running, you're going to be turning it on, and you probably want to put it somewhere between like 25 and 30% humidity for your house. If you want to get the water running really fast, put it to test, and you should get a really fast trickle. That way you can confirm that the solenoid's opening and water's running through it, and then just bring it back to somewhere between 25 or 30. So this is a pretty simple homeowner's task that you almost have to do every fall. This will definitely help, in terms of keeping some humidity in the house as you're starting to run heat. And two other things that you should probably take care of right now are making sure you get all your hoses off of exterior of your house, off your spigots. You might even want to put some of the styrofoam caps over them. That's just added protection. And check the air pressure in your car tires. I noticed mine 2 days ago as we got the first cold. About 5 psi fell off of every tire, and so I went to mine and Christina's cars and topped them all off for the fall. Have a great day.